Subscribe now. EU Debates.
Dear Charles, it is our pleasure to greet you here, and this visit is taking place at an important moment for the Republic of Moldova and the European Union, but also in a complicated context in the region, and I appreciate the sign of solidarity with the citizens of my country. Since 10 weeks, we have been living in this harsh reality of the war started by Russia against Ukraine. The whole world is terrified by watching at what is happening in the towns and villages of the country next to us. Moldova has firmly condemned this devastating war. We have called from the very first day to resuming peace, and our citizens have opened their houses and their hearts to offer shelter to Ukrainian refugees. Over 90,000 of refugees continue to stay in our country, and we count on the support of our partners to be able to further provide support to those fleeing the war. In this context, we appreciate the assistance provided by the European Union for managing the flow of refugees, such as grants, humanitarian donations, and assistance packages amounting totally to 13 million euros. The war in Ukraine has serious economic, social, and humanitarian consequences for the Republic of Moldova. We appreciate the support of the European Commission, such as budget support programs provided to our country in order to help us face the repercussions of the war. At the same time, we count on the opening of the European market for Moldovan fruit and other commodities which can no longer access the eastern markets, which have been closed because of the war. Removing of tariffs for Moldovan products and expanding the categories of products admitted onto European market would be of huge support for entrepreneurs of our country that have been affected by the war. We also need permits for crossing European Union territories for our transporters of commodities, which can no longer use the eastern routes. And in this connection, we would highly appreciate the openness of the EU member states to offer us these permits. We also count on your support for Moldova's accession to the single euro payments area and accepting Moldovan mobile operators into the European roaming network. The deep integration into the European market will enhance the resilience of our economy in the context of the war. Dear President Michel, we have a saying in Moldova that a friend in need is a friend indeed. The European Union is a true friend of our country, and we share a friendship that has been confirmed by time, and we share a friendship in many areas of cooperation. Since 17th of March, we have been directly cooperating in the area of border management. Over 70 European police officers within Frontex work hand in hand or side by side by Moldovan police officers at the border. The European Border Monitoring Mission, EUBAM, continues its operation, and on the 30th of March, a team of Europol started a new mission in Moldova. We appreciate the cooperation with the European Peace Facility, the support provided by the European Union for strengthening the resilience of our country in the context of the informational war. We have a very important dialogue in the area of energy, which aims at strengthening the independence and energy efficiency of our country. Moldova's connection, together with Ukraine, to the European continental electricity network or grid, and SOE, on 16th of March, is a very important step towards that direction. The Republic of Moldova needs investments to relaunch the economy that has been affected by the war, to fight with the consequences of the pandemic, and to diminish the energy crisis consequences. We count on economic support and on the investments within the Eastern Partnership that is provided to the Republic of Moldova in the context of our cooperation with the European Union. But in order to capitalize on all these opportunities, we need peace. Dear President, in spite of the difficulties that we face with, our plans and intentions have not changed. We want to develop our country, to strengthen resilience, stability, and our capacity to adapt of the Republic of Moldova. We want to build a strong state which could provide security and safety to its citizens. We want to have quality services. We want to continue the reform of the justice system and to strengthen up the corruption control efforts. And we want to offer to our young people the opportunity to work and live at home. The citizens of the Republic of Moldova want to live in peace and prosperity in a country where their rights are respected. We have chosen European integration as a model for development. The uncertainty and the threats of the war next door have shown that we need to defend our choice and firmly step on that path. This is why on the 3rd of March the Republic of Moldova has signed its accession application to the European Union. And thus we have confirmed our firm commitment for our European path. On April 22nd, we have submitted to the European Commission the first part of the accession questionnaire that has been filled out. In the next days, we will complete the second part of the questionnaire, and we hope to get the positive opinion of the European institutions to our accession application. The process of European integration is complex and it is long-lasting, and we understand that. We don't look for shortcuts or we don't look for concessions in procedures, but we want to provide our citizens the soonest possible the future which they deserve, a future in the family of European states. All our plans can be achieved only when there's peace. The restoring of peace is our priority at the moment. The international community must act together in a concerted way and complementary to resume the peace, to restore the peace, and to bring stability in our region and in the continent. The war in Ukraine must be stopped. On the name of Ukraine that sacrifices itself today for our freedom and for everyone's freedom, and on the name of our future, joint future, peaceful, prosperous, in a world where there would be no place for such tragedies.